Hello everyone, welcome. I'm RxOliver and these are my friends and we're playing Bushido. This is Heroes of Nippon session 67. Our games master David will take it away.
Good evening everybody. So just to recap a little bit, Gallant Party are on the trail of a murderer or murderers, they believe. Who they also believe that they have, or at least one member of the party has a blood feud against, due to them being stitched up by these malefactors informing the guards at a couple of castles that they were a bunch of thieves themselves. Anyway, they have been in hot pursuit after a slight mischance with Kyūryū losing their trail. They followed them south from the village of Ohira, around the woods, which have a bad reputation, and crossed the saddle in the hills over into a valley, where they found signs of combat. The three people they were chasing appear to have been ambushed by a bunch of forest goblins. There are signs of blood. There are signs of lots of forest goblin footprints, but there are no signs of their prey. So, they followed the tracks of the forest goblins, which were remarkably easy to spot, towards the southwest, which, unfortunately, the two trackers who are accompanying the party, or rather leading the party following those tracks, are getting somewhat concerned. The two trackers go by the names of Tamanaka and Mochifusa, who you actually hired, well, who are actually deputized. You didn't have to hire them. They were instructed to assist you by the Lord of Ohira, pointing ahead and saying, there is a place of ill omen in the next valley, what is known in Bushido terms as a place of mystery. They believe that there is a desecrated shrine in the next valley, and it has even more of a sense of ill omen than the forest that you walked around. Regardless of the danger, Gallant Party continued on their way, tracking the evildoers up and over a saddle and then down into a valley. And we then take up the story from there. The valley is relatively small. Let's see, where's my measuring stick? It's probably only about a ri across, and about the same north to south. You can make out a gap in the forest in the center of the valley, and unfortunately it's in that direction that these footprints are heading, or at least under the trees on the far side of the saddle. Do you wish to follow?
Did I get the dates wrong? I've got here on my notes it says 9th Kizaragi, but I thought it was the 8th.
It is? No. On the 8th Kizaragi, you travelled south into the pass and found the battle, and then followed the Bakemono southwest into the saddle between the hills. You decided to spend the night there.
That's right.
Before passing down into the valley and confronting whatever was there.
So
it is
late morning just now, isn't it?
It is late. Well, it is mid-morning actually. It's not far to go, even though it's rough terrain. It's about mid to late morning. So the party consists of our esteemed warriors who are playing the game. Nick, I presume you wish to play Yanagi as your or take over playing Yanagi. Would that be correct?
Yeah. Yes, that's the idea. Yeah.
Okay. Might I suggest you change your title on the Roll20 page?
Oh yeah, it still says Kosa.
It still says Kosa. So
Okay.
for the time being, it becomes Yanagi. And I should change mine to say wise and benevolent GM, but I won't.
Handsome and
People might think
benevolent
that's-
GM, David. Handsome
No,
and
I would
benevolent.
never take it as far as handsome. Or I will take it away from wise and just say kind. Anyway. So
Do you think-
Yes.
Do you think it would make sense, seeing as we think we're going to be getting into battle pretty soon? Do we think that it makes sense to stash the packs and stash our gear and stuff, and maybe cover it with branches and the like?
I mean, we've got
certainly the two trackers volunteer to guard it for you.
well, I've got a porter as well as the two trackers, so we've got a porter and two trackers to guard that stuff.
They will guard the porter as well. They're going down there. The trackers will say, "You don't need us anymore."
Yeah, the trackers and the Uchiasu, his name is, the porter that I hired. They'll wait for us with the extra stuff.
Very good.
Let me just do a quick inventory check, see if there's anything I need to take off my sheet. I'm not encumbered, so I am good to go. Armor is on.
However, you priest, you're coming with us.
You wouldn't dream of
We've
any
got-
other way. If this is a desecrated shrine.
So our
then,
party consists of the 6 heroes, 2 trackers, my porter, but also a priest and 6 Ashigaru, 3 from one lord and 3 from another, eh?
Of course. There is some slight rivalry between them.
Just a little bit. Let's see how many Bakemono they can kill, see if they've got a rivalry going. I'm going to be impressed, see who's the best.
Can we not stoke it and say?
Oh,
well,
you
surely...
better believe I'm going to. You better believe I'm going to. I'm going to be like, what about a friendly bet between the two teams at Ashigaru? Who's going to stomp the more goblins then, boys? I'm sure you're all going to stomp them pretty good, but which one of the two of you? Which one of the groups do you think's going to get the most? And I'm going to
your lord's not going to like it if you're.
yeah, exactly, Benjy. Your lord's not going to like it if you get less than them, and you're over there with the other group. Aye. You have to get more than the other lords, Ashigaru, or
Don't
you're
you
going to
encourage them to steal our Budo?
Please let me know when you're not talking to the Ashigaru.
Right, I'm not talking to them anymore. That was just a wee bit of fun with them. Just get them riled up.
Just a quick question. What's the chances or what's the penalties to wearing winter garb at the moment? We're in the mountains. Is that
Nothing
possible?
Nah, nothing. There's nothing. I don't think.
As far as winter garb is concerned,
mechanically.
it is somewhat warm at the moment. You're not in the mountains. You're in the hills, and the weather today, it's a high of about 18, and the misty drizzle means everything's a bit damp. And the fog isn't helping either. But
Oh, it sounds horrible.
well, it's odd.
You're not going to
actually.
sweat. You're not going to sweat to death in your winter garb.
The
The
last fight I was in, I
Ashigaru-
was virtually naked, so I would quite like some kind of armor today.
Remember, they were like this.
One of the Ashigaru goes back over the saddle and then returns and say, "There's no fog in the other valley."
Does that mean? Is it also warmer? Do we think?
It's unnatural, but it's going to screw up with bowfire. He says, looking at his 2 Ashigaru.
Sorry, I have no idea what that means. None of us do.
The problem with fog is it limits the distance you can see,
And shoot
and and bows are normally used at long distance to try and prevent the bad guys getting to you. Having a fog does tend to make that a little bit more difficult.
Does it mess up our portable cannon as well? Harumi.
How would it mess up her? I mean, she can shoot anything she can see. Yes,
The word is
yes.
see.
Yes, the word is see.
Isn't there a spell to clear
Yes.
the fog? I'm sure there is a spell for
I'm
that.
sure there is a spell to clear the fog.
Does Harumi have it?
I don't know. Harumi, do you have any spells to clear fog?
No.
Well, that's
Fair
pretty
enough.
clear,
There
isn't it?
Yep. Fair enough. So,
We got any other fun stuff that we could be taking in with us? There's our it's on our loot page, isn't it?
yeah, we have got a couple of cool items on the loot page actually. So there is the smokes of Nyarlathotep? No, the smokes of Nye, the concealing cloak, fetters of truth, and pure blood potions, which I think are healing potions.
Your blood? It does, in fact, heal, yes.
Yeah, pure blood. We've got a couple of pure blood potions. We've got fetters of truth potion. We've got concealing cloak, and smokes of Nye.
Books of
Do we know
Nye
what's-
is almost it's an obscuring smoke, which...
Yeah, figured something like that.
Yes.
A bit like the fog, really.
And concealing cloak is an invisibility spell, isn't it?
It is indeed. Well, that's simple enough. You just make somebody invisible and send him down into the valley, and he can capture the bad guy and the Yakuzas and bring them back, can't he?
I volunteer. I'm your man. Mighty Kinzo. The mighty Kyūryū. Well, I don't know why I said the mighty Kinzo.
Ironically, I'm still the sneakiest character in the party.
Yeah, but you're also a big
Really?
fat lump of shit.
Dear God.
You're no fast.
Yeah.
The Man Mountain is the
He-
sneakiest
he's
member
neat.
of the party.
He needs
You
to be
heard it
faster.
on this channel.
Yeah, yes, like he needs to be faster to go with that sneakiness. I was
Do you
considering
have
what
Shinobi?
I was considering things
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might
yeah.
do in my next future long downtime, and I'm thinking I'm going to learn some tracking abilities, as well as what's the one where, what like military tactics, combat tactics. What's that called again? Like being a
Senjo
general.
Jutsu.
Senjojutsu, that's it.
Senjojutsu, that's it. Yeah.
Right, well, when you gentlemen have finished talking, we shall proceed into the valley. Cautiously.
Oh my god, can you imagine if we had some of that marching powder?
I'll never be finished talking, but we can still proceed into the valley. Imagine we had some. Did we not keep a wee bit?
No,
Shite bags.
I think we left it. I think we
Shite
certainly
bags.
didn't carry it with us. There was no way we were getting caught with that.
Shite bags. That would have been good, eh? We've hit the
Oh
old
yes, it would have been.
marching
It would have been wonderful. Yes.
Baka on
believe,
that.
I believe you've been searched at least once, haven't you?
Yeah, we have.
Thoroughly.
We're allowed to wear armour and carry weapons here, but not the illicit drugs is still not allowed, so... Yeah, we left that at home. We left that at home with Uncle, eh? Or was it one shoe?
I believe you actually stole it to the Yakuza so that they could use it in framing the
think we
merchants.
did, aye.
didn't you?
Oh, we gave bits of it away. I don't think we gave all of it away.
No, I think we got
Well-
rid of it. I think we got it off our hands, like... Anyway.
I don't believe it's on the
quite a lot of
loot.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not on the loot page, unfortunately.
Anyway, that was a tale from
So-
another time.
So
The time we did Breaking Bad.
you follow the tracks down into the valley. One of the trackers will go with you. The Ashiguro from the village indicates that he will be accompanying them to make sure that you are not led astray by false tracks.
We will keep you safe, my friend.
And you to roll a d20 for him to see how good he is this morning.
Somebody else would like to do that? I'll let them go ahead and roll our first roll of this session.
Let's.
That's a 3. Very nice, Brian.
Right, let me just move things to a relatively blank page because I wish to set up your position for travelling. And
Benji, if you remember to put on the status of own baggage, have you put it to dropped?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Cool.
Very wise, very wise.
Not having that bite me in the ass again.
Is there anything I need to drop? I'm not really sure there is, like, because I'm unencumbered, so it doesn't matter. Nothing blocking me from fighting.
And I just need to get this.
Couple of small bags with some small stuff. I'm good. I've got
I
my
think that's
armor
it.
on. I'm ready to kick some ass.
Okay, let me just move you to another sheet, and if you would then kindly organize yourselves for how you are traveling through this forest. I have put all the characters on the map.
Let me get zoomed out and find us.
You should
Oh,
be
there we
there.
are. Yes, yes.
Mochifusa has been left behind to guard the baggage.
And the porter.
So,
I'm the porter.
and the porter, of course. Yes, I mustn't forget the porter. Tamanaka is.
You did forget.
Leading
You
the
did
group.
forget the porter because he's not got a token. Poor porter.
He's not there. He was left behind. I brought two
If
porters.
he's, if
the
he's
two
not
trackers
got
by
a
mistake.
token, you can't kill him.
Well, he's back waiting to be ambushed by the flesh-eating goblins in the pass.
Nah, he's not got
So-
a token, so he's got plot armor. You can't kill him if he's not got a
Okay.
token.
Tamanaka is the tracker who is leading. Your 6 Ashigaru, 3 of them are effectively in red from Buzen province. Akisui is the leader. He's a Yari armed Ashigaru, and he has 2 Hankyu armed bowmen. Morinawa is the leader of the group from Bungo province, who is also Yari armed and has 2 Hankyu armed bowmen.
So red team and
Out of
green team.
interest,
It's the red and the green.
how did they respond to
Oh.
us teasing them?
Oh, wait
You
a minute.
didn't.
Wait a minute.
That was all not said to them.
No,
If you wish to
I-
start
No,
talking like that to them,
I was winding
please
them up to
tell
that
me.
wee bit. Yeah, that was for real.
Yeah.
Also, who would like to go a silver on which team's going to kill more Bakemono? I've got a silver on Team Red. If somebody wants to
Excellent.
go for a bit of fun, you want a wee bit of fun, Baka?
Yeah, definitely. I'll
You
take a
green
silver
for
on our team.
will you? Which team's our team? Sorry.
As in us, as in the party.
No,
you think the
no. Red and green. Red and green, mate.
This is why Yakuza never lose bets.
Red and green. So I've got a silver
Who's
on
in
red
on
if you
one?
want a silver on green.
Go on then, I'll take a silver on green.
Go on then, bit of fun, 50-50, yeah?
How do the soldiers react?
Well,
The
the
2
reds.
senior Ashigaru are talking together and looking over at you, and then the Akisue will walk across to Kyūryū, nod politely, and remind Kyūryū that his instructions were to return with the murderers to his lord.
Don't let the murderers die.
Well, the murderers...
If they happen to die in contact, then he would feel that certain people might be covering up things and have questions to answer.
No, aren't the murderers already dead? That was the evidence that we found. They've been killed by goblins, so we're going to now defeat those
Well,
goblins
that would
to
be
get
a
win
shame,
time.
wouldn't it? Because I would have to return with the people who claimed they were murderers in order to have them answer more questions from my lord.
There's no need for any more questions.
Do I make myself clear?
Of course you do.
Good. I trust there will not be any unnecessary deaths of the people we are following. But he then returns to his men and nods politely to the other Yugaru leader. They do not seem amused at your attempting to cause...
I'm not trying to cause dissent between the two groups. I'm just trying to get them riled up for a fight. Get them in the mood.
He knows his duty.
Yeah, but they can have a smile on their face when they do it.
Well, Akisui will lead with his 2 archers following, and Moro now will take a position on the other side of the party. They appear to be travelling together. How you choose to arrange your men is up to you. So
we're gonna have probably
Kyūryū-san.
probably Kinzo and Kyūryū up the front, with possibly Yanagi at the back, keeping the back safe, with the Baka near the front. So Baka I'd put up somewhere up here with us, and Harumi in the middle. Fuhon'i maybe also on the back behind between Harumi and Yanagi. And Teramune moved forward a wee bit into the middle with Harumi.
Very good.
What do we think of that order, boys? Any adjustments to that?
No, that looks good.
Squishies in the middle, fasts at the front, a wee bit strength in Yanagi at the back, strength and experience at the back, looking after the new boy.
Quick question, Dave. What radius do I need to put for Sumai? Because it seems to be blank at the moment.
That will be... Sumai is purely hands, isn't it? Not feet.
Yep.
There's no feet in sumo, I don't think.
Okay, so that would be... effectively 2.5 foot. The neighbouring hexes.
And it's 8 foot for the Titsbo.
Yes.
That's what my circle is. That's hand to hand, isn't it?
You get to kick as well, so you've got a bit more range than me.
More reach, yeah.
Okay,
kick
I
ass.
suppose
I
I'd
kick
better put
ass.
the Yari on. He will step off to there. Because Yari tend to be
Bit of a reach
larger.
on them.
Yeah, we've got a big lot of swing in the middle here.
Also, we can space out our line a bit more.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. And I'm gonna change from that grey. Because I can't see that.
Be at the front.
In actual
Yanagi.
fact, Chikitadra for Pusahisa will travel like so, because that way they can fire either side of their leader.
Crossfire. Yanagi with the experience at the back with the new boy. With the youth.
Yep.
Well, don't worry, he's got the speed to run through to the front quickly, hasn't he?
He's got a big mouth. Let's see what he can do today with some goblins. This will be a true test for him. A real test.
So, 1 second.
Whoa, what is that?
Oh,
That's not
What are
what
you
you
rolling
want.
for? Please tell me that's one of our allies rolling a crit.
Haminaka, stop! Backs up a step, whispers to Kyūryū. There's something in that tree ahead on the right.
Oh. Which one's he pointing to, Dave?
He's not pointing
well,
anywhere.
it means
You
that
see
one,
the one with the slightly red leaves? There's
yeah.
something in that tree.
Right, okay. One something or more than one something, as you think?
I just caught a glimpse of one.
Everyone, I'll just like whisper under my breath to Kinzo behind me. I'll just say Kinzo.
Oh god, Chinese whispers.
Chinese
Come on,
whispers,
what do you say?
exactly.
What do you
It's
say?
Japanese
What do you say?
whispers though. It's Japanese whispers. I'll do that.
Yes, I know.
I'll drop it
What
back
do you say to Kinzo?
to Kinzo. I'll just say at least one body in the tree ahead on the right. Start spreading out.
Tamanaka looks slightly confused over at you and walks casually over towards Morinau and says something to him, whose eyebrows go up. He turns and says something quietly to his two men, who
Yeah,
kind
okay.
of look and shake their heads slightly.
That
He
thing where
turns
the
back
dice nearly roll onto the numbers. Yeah.
He kind of looks across at Kyūryū and shrugs his shoulders slightly.
I'll just give him a look with my eyes towards the trees, if to say advance that way. But we start
Very
spreading
good.
out. Spread out. So I'm saying advance this way. So half of us are going to go that way. The greens with...
Hamanaka will move back into the centre of the party. Morin, well, you can move them as you wish because I have made the Ashigaru work in accordance with your orders.
So I think, Kinzo, you go one side and I'll go another side.
Tim,
Baka,
sorry, Nick.
Baka, you
Nick.
head up the middle.
Yep.
Can you run the Ashigaru because you have more knowledge than most in the party. So if you would run the Ashigaru as well as Yanagi.
Okay, so
Basically,
so
Morinau told Fusahisa and Chikitada that there was supposedly something in the tree up ahead on the right. And they looked, and you've just seen their wit saving throws.
okay, they
Not
haven't seen it yet.
particularly good. No.
Okay, but they're bow arms. You've got a leader with a spear and 2 bowmen, yeah?
Correct. It's that tree there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So Akisue looks over at Kyūryū and... Oh, he's gone. He looks at Kinzo. Sir? Kinzo-san?
There's supposed to be a scout or sentry in that, and I point at the tree. I can't see him.
Whoa.
Ones and 20s, ones and 20s.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, that 20 was for my guy in the tree.
Which fell out. Lands on his arse. Gets concussion.
Oh, no! He hasn't noticed what's going on.
An army approaching and he's not looking.
Quite.
Back up the middle.
He's probably gone to sleep or something. Okay, you have you looked at the tree, Kyūryū?
Yeah, I'm looking at the tree.
In that case, make a wit saving throw.
If he's coming up there, I'm moving out the way.
Oops, ignore that. That's a D12.
No, you can't see anybody.
Okay.
Well, I think Morinau and his 2 Ashigaru will probably approach the tree, Nick.
Yeah, they're just moving to the edge of the cover so I can see if you can see anything.
Yeah, they can come behind me. The other 3 go behind Kinzo.
Okay, they've got a little bit more light there, and with the fog, it is now a bit easier to see. So you can re-roll 3 wit saving throws for those 3.
I'll do one.
Oh, I've got it.
Sorry, Kinzo, was that
Yeah.
a wit saving throw from you?
That was, 2 of those look pretty decent.
Yes.
Yes,
No.
it was. Make it exactly that is. That's a 0.
In that case, you can make out what looks like a bakemono up the tree. There appears to be some kind of gong hanging next to him.
Oh.
Archers.
And he's got his arms over a branch and his head resting on his arms.
Oh.
He appears to be asleep on a
Oh
20.
my days, come on. I'm going to sneaky up to him.
Okay, Morinau is going to tell his archers to take him out.
Yep, take him out.
Okay.
Take him out, archers.
Back up to the guy who's in charge of mine and
But-
point out where this goblin is.
But I'm going to give them a
Okay,
hand
they-
signal to wait until I'm close by the tree, and then I want them to shoot him. Because if he drops out the tree and he's still alive, is it this one, Dave? I thought it was this one.
That one.
Ah,
No,
right,
this
okay.
tree.
So
That tree.
can I creep up slowly to near the base of the tree before they take their shot?
Make a deafness saving throw.
What if there are other bakemonos and other
Okay,
traits?
In your armor.
Yeah, easy peasy, mate.
Until you roll a 20.
Oh, very
My
nice.
base saving throws a 10, so I think that makes it even in the armor. Like,
Okay, so you managed to sneak up without breaking any twigs, etc. Right, Chikitada and Fusahisa can now make him out, and they will advance cautiously forward, watching where they're stepping, to try to get within 10 hexes.
everyone else creep forward as well, slowly.
So, we will have 2 saving throws and hope they don't roll 20s.
I'll step aside a wee bit.
One of them doesn't do too well, but it doesn't wake the guy up. So Chikitada and Fusahida basically get within 10 hexes.
Yep.
Uh,
There they are.
10 hexes is about there. So you can move them forward another couple.
Another one or two, yeah.
Okay. Bakemono show. Up a tree. Static. Okay, so you're +2 BCS for point blank range. -1 because the target is higher than you. +5 because he's passive.
It's +2, Dave. It's only +2 for missile fire.
Is it?
Passive,
Oh,
yeah.
my apologies, yes. My apologies. So it's +2 because he's passive.
+3 overall together, isn't it?
Yes, because you don't actually get the bonus for elevated position for missile fire. So it's +2 for the BC for your point blank range, +2 because the target is passive.
Got it.
I think that's it. So that's +4.
Come on.
7 and 9. That looks quite good.
Those are indeed both hits.
Oh, yes.
So that's 3d6 for each of them.
Right up his butthole as well. Come on. 3d6 each. Oofed.
Oh yeah.
17 points of pain in your bum.
7 and 10.
Oh. That's definitely a shock. Is it enough to kill him? Let me just check his hit points.
I've got enough to kill him if he lands on the floor. Don't worry.
Chunk. A figure falls out of the tree with 2 arrows in him. Morina will look across at Kyūryū and say, "I do not believe those were that's one of the people we were following.
No,
You are safe."
I tried to tell this boy that we're not following these people anymore. These people are dead, and that it's the goblins that killed them that we're now after. But we have found our gong.
They might have been captured. We don't know.
Yeah.
True, but we
If we
found
tell
our
them they're dead, they might turn around and walk away.
wind chime. I will clamber up the tree and carefully get the wind chime.
It's a gong.
No, that's a gong. That's
Gong.
like
An alarm, it's an alarm gong.
Oh
That's
right,
what
so this isn't the wind chime, right? Okay, well
There is a piece of stick with a lump of
Yes.
stone attached to it for
it's
banging
an
the
alarm
gong
right? Okay.
as an alarm.
Okay,
Yes.
Can I very
Congratulations.
carefully cut it down so that it doesn't make any sound?
Why not just not hit
Leave
it?
it.
Is it
It's
safer
not
to just
going to
leave
make any
it? Is
sound
it?
unless somebody hits it.
Right, okay, I'll just
It's
leave it.
hanging there in the tree. It's been kind of not making a noise for all the time where you've
Yes.
been creeping up on it.
The wind doesn't make a noise on it. Okay, I'll just leave it.
No,
I
it's
thought
not
that
a
was-
wind chime.
When you said that, I thought you meant the wind chime. Right? Okay, that's a shame. Never mind. We've got a dead scout lookout goblin, so they may not know that we're coming when we approach their camp or wherever they are now, which is good stuff. I'll see if he's got
There
any.
could be other lookouts.
There could be more. I'll see if he's got any backgammon money.
Ashigaru looks somewhat amused by your searching the ragged pockets of this.
I'll give them a
creature.
I'll give them a wink.
Are arrows retrievable?
Can they pull those arrows?
I'm not concerned at the moment, particularly.
They have
I
enough
think
in
we're
their
worried.
in their
Yeah,
quivers. They will
I'm
pick
more
them up on
concerned
the way
about
back.
keeping an eye out all around.
I'm just more thinking: is it something that our arrows a one-shot item in this, or is it something that can be reused?
There is a chance of breaking.
Right.
There's also a chance. If you hit, there's a chance of breaking. If you miss, there's a chance of breaking or losing.
We're no longer
Yeah.
poor enough that we have to worry about that, though. And these
Actually,
these are
Dave,
Ashigaru.
I roll a d10 for each arrow fired, and if it's a 6 or less, you get it back. Unless you roll a 1, in which case you automatically lose it. Sorry, a 20. If you fumble it, you automatically lose the arrow. Otherwise, you've got a 60% chance of getting it back.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
It just helps with the ammunition.
In which case, two of the both arrows are retrievable. We wipe them off on the grass and stick them back in their quivers. Now, the Morinao will Isue will congratulate Tamanaka on his keen eyesight and suggest that he keeps a close eye on the trees as we progress further into the valley.
Whilst
Tamanaka does not seem too happy about this congratulation, since it puts him back out the front again.
As I say,
whilst
Dave,
he's just
I'll
go
get the tracker to find out where the scout came from, if you can.
Okay. Please make a tracking roll to see if there is any sign of where the scout came from. So this is a pretty easy tracking roll when he points at the various sets of footprints that come to this tree. It appears this is the sentry tree, and the footsteps, etc., come up from further down in the valley. It's almost parallel with the tracks that you're following. So it appears that the scout is replaced at odd times by another scout and then goes back. Or possibly he just comes up here when he's feeling bored and he wants to watch for people coming. Who knows? But you are going in the same direction as any reinforcement scouts are likely to be coming. Okay. So you yes?
Hold on. I would like to, whilst the Ashgar and everything are a bit busy, I would like to turn my back so they can't see me, raise one finger and mouth to Kyūryū, Ichi.
What does that mean?
One.
One for the greens.
Yeah.
Okay, they will reform in position and await the party setting off.
Sometimes it pays to be a Yakuza.
Out of interest, how much have you bet with Kyūryū?
Silver each.
A silver.
So which of them are you backing?
Oh, that
Kyūryū, the
that
greens or the
doesn't-
red?
Yeah, that doesn't count. We've got to find the rest of the Bakamono first.
That's one for the green team. That's one
yeah,
for the
that's one
greens.
for the green, but we're not counting that as over. We've got more Bakamono to kill first. That's
Oh
not
no!
bad.
I'm just saying that's number one.
Yeah, that's one.
Very good. So, is Tamanaka will go out in front again?
We do
are
a
Baka
slightly
and Kyūryū-
broader. As we're formation, can we be a slightly wider formation?
Mm-hmm.
I think with our large range weapons.
I like Kinzo.
We're
like
already a massive group as it is. Let's not spread out too much.
Kinzo like here up the front. Parallel with me.
Okay, so Tamanaka looks slightly confused that Kyūryū's parallel with him. But
Kinzo
he will
should be up
proceed
front
down
parallel
the
with me.
path, keeping a close eye on the trees.
Okay.
He will stop, look, and turn to Kyūryū and kind of point to his eyes, and then point in front, and then hold his hands up in front of his face.
Hold his hands up in front of his face as if to say 10. Or stop.
No, his fingers are closed. They're kind of covering his face. He points ahead again.
Mm-hmm. So they've
Points us at his eyes.
Yeah, he's seen them, but they've not seen us. That's why he's got his hands closed over his eyes. Yeah.
Or the fog's got worse.
What are you doing, Kyūryū? Because he's just looking at you and waiting for something.
Well,
You haven't done anything.
I'm still not 100% sure what he means. He's got his fists over his eyes.
He walks over to you and says, Kyūryū-sama, the fog is getting thicker.
Ah.
I can't see as far.
Ah, okay. I think we need to approach with caution, but we need to continue to approach. These goblins have what we're looking for. So we just
Do
have
we
to be
think it's-
careful.
Do we think it's mystical fire? Sorry, a mystical fog.
Harumi,
Is there anything?
can you do a detect magic on the fog?
Aki Sui kind of course. Weren't you told that there's a desecrated shrine in the valley? This is probably the evil Araburu Kami causing this.
Possibly. Harumi,
And-
do you have detect magic?
Yeah.
You do, eh? You want to hit one of them on the fog?
There you go. Made it by 9.
There is a glimmer of enchantment in the air, yes. It's not a magic you recognize. It's certainly of the school of water, you believe. Which, given its fog, would seem very, very likely.
Counterintuitive though it is, the thicker the fog is, the closer we're getting them, hopefully.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Do we think we can burn it with fire if we had torches or something? Because I'm expecting at some point, as we get really close, it's going to get to like P super level.
Mm-hmm.
Are there ways
Well,
that we can lessen it?
The priest will attempt to dissolve illusions, if he can.
He cracks his knuckles. And let's see, double check that. That has a range of, I believe it's 5 yards per level of the Gakusho.
If he uses it
Which-
now, can he use it again later?
Yes, you can.
Dissolving illusions does not you require a BCS.
Okay. maybe.
Effectively, he has to maintain that spell and can't do anything else while he's maintaining it. The
so
fog-
walking.
The fog in a 10-yard area around the priest vanishes.
What's that in feet?
Is he able to walk and concentrate on it?
10 hectares. He can walk slowly and concentrate on it, yes.
Slowly suits what we're trying to do here.
That's why we need the priest to come.
Well done, priest.
Right. But it is only
Can I?
10 yards around him.
No, I'll tell him to drop it. He doesn't need to maintain the dissolve illusions. That's rather what I was hoping, that it is actually illusory fog by the looks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it is something that we can counter. That's
Yeah,
the big
it's not. A,
Effectively, you can clear an area like that.
oh, that's pretty decent.
Yes.
Right, we shall proceed on cautiously.
Yeah,
Very good.
it should maintain it though, so that we can see.
No,
Well,
10
you-
10
you-
yards is good enough.
Um,
Okay, there's no point in maintaining it until we get closer to the shrine.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, we don't want to give away we're coming. Let's just get around through the fog.
yes, you've just disposed of the sentry. Okay. You continue on down into the valley. Please make a luck roll.
I'll get that one. Feeling lucky. Oof. No way.
Really? Feeling lucky?
No
Don't say the words.
way.
I feel lucky.
No
What did you say?
way.
Was you saying I'm feeling lucky or I feel
Oh.
unlucky?
Oh my days! I can't believe I rolled that. Sorry, boys.
Oh, that took me too long to remember that a luck roll is the only one you have to roll low, roll high.
Yeah, you want sixes
Yes.
and ones are bad luck. So
Every one is a dose of bad luck. Every 6 is a dose of good luck.
oh fuck me.
Right. Please make a speed saving throw, Kyūryū, at -5.
Yeah. Okay. 8 at -5, so 13. Speed saving throw is 11. No, I've missed it by 2.
Okay. Kyūryū disappears from sight as the ground dissolves beneath his feet,
Oh.
and he falls. And gets to make another luck roll.
Oof, I can't do any worse than that.
Oh, you want to bet?
I can't do worse.
Okay. You land on a spike. You take 4 from the fall damage, and you take 5 from the spike, which has skewered you.
So is that 4 subdual and 5 lethal?
Correct.
Ouch.
And you have disappeared through a hole in the ground.
I've got 14 subdual here. That's gone, isn't it? That's from previous sessions.
Please make a will saving throw.
Sorry, it was 4 subdual and 5 lethal. wasn't it?
Dual, 5 lethal. Yes.
Right, thank you. 11. I don't think that's a will saving throw for me. No. 5. Missed it by
You
5.
are unable to suppress a scream as the surprise jars you out of your calm demeanor.
No. Ouch.
Yes.
That's me taken out
Oh,
already.
this is the one.
Oh. Oh.
So many ones today.
There is noise coming from further on in the mist. As far as the party is concerned, Kyūryū has vanished. Tamanaka jumps back. Fall in a pit! And you can hear commotion up ahead.
I'm trying to climb out.
Well, do you wish to try and pull yourself off this stick that is kind of through your flesh?
We get ready for combat,
Yeah.
gents.
I'm trying to get myself off this stick first.
Whilst that happens, I am going to jog over to where Kyūryū was last seen and try and retrieve him. Asking Tamanaka on the way past where am I looking?
Right. Do you have any physician's skill, Kyūryū?
To me?
No.
No, Kyūryū.
No, I don't.
Okay. This does seem a somewhat jagged stick. In other words, it's got barbs on.
Yeah, it's going to be a painful one.
Oh no.
I am absolutely made of steel. It's fine. I can take it.
Okay, you're just going to rip your leg off the, or whichever part of you is off the
I mean,
stick.
it depends.
Has the spike gone through his foot?
It's gone through a piece of flesh. Yes.
So it depends.
With that amount of unluck.
Yeah.
No, okay.
He
So
fell in the pit. and
So-
you know he's skewered.
It depends how much strength I'm going to need to pull it off because of the angle. So if it's something where I can easily... Hang on.
It's got
Hang on.
spikes on it.
If it's something where I can
you
easily
don't
pull
fall.
myself off, then I'm going
You
to...
won't be able to.
If it's
no.
not something where I'm going to be able to pull myself off, then I'll wait for Baka
No,
to help
essentially, what you've got to do is break the bit that's come out of your foot,
and leave it
Right.
in.
so you can get the rest of it off.
Aye.
If you leave it in, you'll get disabled.
Okay.
So I'm
If it's
gonna,
got
I'm gonna,
barbs, you can't pull it
Okay,
out. It'll make
First round, you look at the spike.
I'll
It
break it
has
off so that
barbs.
I've got a smaller bit
And
to pull
can
out.
I have a wit saving throw from you as well?
Okay. No.
Okay. But it has barbs, and you reckon if you try pulling your leg off it, you're going to rip your leg up even worse. Basically, the point went through and caused damage. If you try ripping it out, you will do critical damage. And as Kinzo has pointed, as Tim has said, you would realise the sensible thing would be to try and break this thing off, so you can then just pull your leg or your arm or
Yeah.
whatever it is that's.
Aye, okay, I'll
been
try and
caught.
break it then.
Let me just roll a d20. Let's just see what the hit location is.
Have you got a shuriken?
It's
have.
actually through your shoulder.
Okay.
Ouch.
So
Right,
I'll break it off.
Well, you've fallen in and it's through your shoulder. Please make a luck roll to see whether you fell on your front or your back. If you were rolled bad luck, you fell on your front. Okay, you fell on your back. So it's coming out of your shoulder. And so you can probably get your one of your arms to it.
And then I'll snap it.
But not both. Okay, strength saving throw. And tell me how many effect numbers you get.
Oh, not many. Oh, none.
Okay, your first attempt fails. Okay, so that's the first round. The sound of action coming from the fog is getting louder.
Dave, how far can we actually see in this fog?
You can
How far
see about 8 yards.
At 8 yards, I reckon we could see somebody. Okay, well, we'll change to swords then, Bowman.
Okay.
How deep is Kyūryū in the pit?
The pit is about 10 foot deep.
Ugh, we left the
Baka,
rope back.
Baka,
We left the rope
lower,
back at, yeah?
lower us down into the pit.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going to lower him with your Tetsubo?
If that's possible.
Of course.
There you go.
For God's sake, you're a man mountain. You basically hold out your Tetsubo and say, grab onto that, and then you lower him down on your Tetsubo.
Kinzo.
Okay. You can get down there. The priest will ask politely, Harumi, do you want me to dissolve the illusions?
Probably wouldn't hurt to have as much vision as possible at this point.
Okay.
Flame on.
Yeah.
When I get that, all right, when I get down into the bottom
on a
of the pit,
second.
I'm going
This
to
is
tell
the
Kyūryū to stop.
round 2. You will get down into the bottom of the pit.
Okay.
So this is round 2. Hang on a second. That didn't work. He's 15. Sorry, 10, which is 30 foot. So. Dumpty 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 dum. And coming out of the mist towards you. Let me just go and collect the bad guys. Where did I put them?
Could I have told Tamanaka to get back with the other, get back with Harumi?
You can yell an instruction, yes.
I can move forward towards him as well. Just to cover him as he comes back.
Hey. Let me just put them into place. Just.
What's the tracker's BMA, Dave?
The tracker's BMA, he's a speedy little guy, so his BMA 4. And he will be advancing towards the rear if that's possible. So let me put these on the GM layer, and then I will materialize them where you see them. Which is bursting out of the mist. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Well, if we can see 8 meters at the moment, or 10 meters if we've got the spell going.
No, you can see 8 meters, except in the area, the yellow area around Priest Terramuni. You can see that clearly through the whole of that area.
Yeah.
Let me just
But I'm
make sure
thinking-
I've made that visible.
I'm thinking when you say the goblins burst out of the fog, Baka will be the person that's going to be closest, so it'll be 8
Correct.
meters from him.
Correct. And bomb. Five rather large club-wielding gentlemen, I use the term loosely,
Nice.
burst out of the fog.
Bakemono or Bakemono?
At large, what do you think?
They don't look like Bakemono's show.
They're clearly the intellectual.
Yes, these are not the ones that you shot out of the tree. 1 second, I just need to add the pit. Let's just draw that little pit on. Tangle. Dumpty 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 dum. There.
You guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Baka's safe. He's on the other side of the pit.
Yeah, there's only 5 of them back. What are you worried about?
I'm worried that when they charge me, they all land on Kyūryū and Kinzo.
Fall in the hole, that'll be a good thing.
Yeah,
Well,
you'll
no,
get +1 height advantage.
Not for Kinzo and Kyūryū, it won't.
The pit is now visible because the branches and stuff that were masking it have fallen in under Kyūryū's weight, and are not making it any easier down there. Let's just move Kyūryū off Kinzo. So that's round 2. Round 3.
Let's put the turn order up, Dave. It might be relevant.
True, I'd better put the turn order up. Present moment, the only person who can see these is Baka.
Yeah.
So he may or may not wish to yell something. Who knows? So let me just remove all turns. Clear. And then we have the Ashigaru.
The red and greens.
Actually-
And add. Oh,
Would
sorry.
the Ashigaru at the bottom, would the lead Ashigaru see the bottom Bakemono?
Probably not.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's too far away.
You've only got 10 hex range. Sorry, 8 hex range to see
8.
anything.
How did you do that thing where you drag to see the distance? Was that with the measure? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not. They put their bows away and they're just stepping away to make sure they're not going to hinder him when he goes into combat. They're standing outside
Okay.
of the circle.
So the Ashigaru leader is on 11. And the 2 leaders are on 11. The rest of the Ashigaru are 10 primary, and then they're all 5 secondary.
Yep.
So let's add. Go back to there. So that's the Ashigaru. So Baka, I believe, has 2. Yes.
Yep. If you put them on, I'll change numbers.
I'll put them on. Harumi, do you have 1 or 2?
1 or 2.
Action phases.
Actions.
Do you have 2 actions in a round or 1 action in a round?
No, it's 1.
Right, unless you got 15 speed, likely.
Priest Teramuni has 1 action as well. Tamanaka has 1 action. Yanagi has 2 actions.
2 actions, yeah.
As does Fuhon'i. I've done Baka. Kinzo, I think, is still 2. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be 2 for a very long period of time.
And Kyūryū is also 2. Although at the present moment, he's somewhat stuck with this stick through his shoulder. Okie doke. So Harumi is on, I believe, a 2. Priest Teramuni is actually on a 4.
Speedy priest.
Tamanaka is he's 10, which is, I believe, 5. Is that right?
Yeah, just harvest definition.
Yanagi is on
7 and 3.
7 and 3. You should be able to add these yourself if you want, but
I just tried, but it wouldn't let me. So.
oh, right, that's annoying.
Mm.
And Fuhon'i is on what are your 2 action phases?
11 and 5.
7 and 5.
11 and 5. And that, I believe, just needs me to add the bad guys.
You've not added Kyūryū yet.
Ah, my apologies.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not dead, not yet.
I'm 10
No,
and 5.
no,
I
he
think.
He's below you, Kinzo.
He's
in there twice,
ministering to his leader.
Am I 10 and 5?
you-
Is that right?
Yeah, you're in
Are
there
you-
twice for some reason.
Are you 10 and 5?
I think so.
Also, no, I've added. Oh, it's
I
Kinzo
would've
I've
thought
not added.
Kinzo.
Oh,
Kinzo's
Kinzo's
there.
on there.
Yeah, I'm in
they're all
twice.
there.
Yeah,
Because I added it myself.
Right. So that's 1,
You got the-
2,
Am I right-
3,
am I right?
4,
It's 10 and 5, yeah?
So
but,
I just need to check and see when the bad guys are on.
Yes, Oliver, it's 10 and 5.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's your death machine to get up, isn't it? It's deafness
yes,
that controls
yes.
your action phase, isn't it?
That's right. Speed controls your BMA and how many actions you get, and deafness controls when in the round you go.
Okay.
Which is why it's a bit of a pain when everybody's on 10 and 5, because everybody goes at the same
On-
time.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He appears to be dodging the pit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's also dodging my Tetsubo, the bastard.
Okay. Kinzo, your action this round. I believe you are taking a full round action. Would that be correct?
I'm essentially going to tell Kyūryū to stand still, and then I'm going to break the spine off.
Okie doke. You have much more leverage because you can use both hands.
Kinzo.
So, please make a strength saving throw. This will not be a difficult one. Did you make it? By anything?
I don't think so.
I failed by 1.
It snaps off. It is strong in the vertical direction, but not when you are applying leverage in a horizontal direction. Plus, the end's weakened because it's been carved to produce the spikes. Please make a wit saving throw. Is that successful?
No, failed by 4.
Okay. But you have released Kinzo, is it Kyūryū, from that, from ripping himself to shreds, putting himself off the spike. So Kyūryū can take a full round action to carefully lever himself up and get his shoulder off the spike. Yeah, you have a hole through your shoulder. It's not feeling good. You are at -2 on your BCS for using your arms in combat.
Okay.
Now, what did you go and do that for?
Fuhon'i, you can hear shouts coming. Noises coming from the mist ahead of you, but you can't make anything out. What are you doing?
I'm going to advance.
Okay, move yourself forward. You can move up to twice your BMA if you're running, but you can't get into melee range.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Okay, so move yourself forward.
So I can move twice, you say? So I could run to here.
Well, you can either walk forward your BMA or run forward twice your BMA.
Yeah, because that takes me to directly here.
Right.
I would
So
suggest
just
you walk forward to find out what's going on.
so you're aware.
This is
Oh, you can't
Fuhon'i.
see.
He's running, of course.
Yeah, I'm running.
But he's a fool for running. You run
I'm-
forward to there, and you can make out 2 10-foot-tall gentlemen wielding large clubs.
At the same size clubs as I'm holding.
Can I also shout a word?
Oh, sorry, my apologies. You run forward to there, which is 4 hexes, at which point you can see the 2 of them. And they look much, much bigger than that one that was shot out of the tree. And there's 2 of them. And they're wielding large... Well, it looks like a bit like that Tetsubo that Baka wields. And you've seen him smash things to smithereens. Do you wish to continue running forward or skid to a halt?
I'm gonna skid to a halt, I guess.
I
It's
will
an
give you 3 seconds to yell something. You have
I'm
3
just gonna-
seconds starting now.
Goblins!
Well, that was helpful to the rest of you. The Ashigaru leaders, so Akisue and Morinao, what are they going to do?
I'm going to look round just in case it can be from different directions.
Okay. What are they going to issue orders to their men?
Yeah, well, they're just basically going to tell them to move up here to cover me.
Okay.
Make sure and let the spearman fight, and then make sure he doesn't get outflanked. Make sure we don't interfere with his fighting. Can we actually get some enemy in sight?
Kyūryū spends the round lifting himself off. You don't take any more damage, but as I say, you are at minuses in combat until that is healed. The Ashigaru. Baka, you can now do something. What do you wish to do?
Is Kinzo and Kyūryū going to need help getting out of the pit?
They're 10 foot down. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I've sadly thought.
Well, they're safe from the goblins.
Yeah.
You're not sure where the goblins are, by the way.
Can I not see them?
You don't consider these to be goblins.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Normally, you
Sorry.
would consider the little ones to be goblins. These are more the ogres.
This was a player mistake, not character mistake.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm actually. Are either Kinzo or Kyūryū like raising their hand to look like they want to get out of the
This
pit?
round, Kinzo snapped off the spikes, and Kyūryū has just levered himself off what's left of the spear.
Next round, I'll be trying to get out.
Next
which
round, they
case-
will be standing up and trying to get out.
In which case, I'm going to take a defensive position at the top of this pit and guard them. Oh no, hold on. Do I need to put my Tetsubo into the pit to help them get out? If I want to protect them from this round, and essentially, but I'm not going to be able to get a chance to put my Tetsubo down, or can I do that on a secondary? What's the mechanics of this?
No, it's a one-round action. You basically take the entire round to effectively shove your Tetsubo down and lift one of them out. I mean, if your Tetsubo is down in the pit, they can grab it, and you can then take an action to lift them out.
Yeah, I'll do that then. So I'll put the Tetsubo down, because I think Kyūryū's got a second primary, hasn't he?
Well, possibly, but it's a round action to get him out of the pit. These are not long rounds, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I think in this case, I'm putting the Tetsubo down into the pit. Oh,
Yeah.
this is terrifying.
are you going to yell anything like "grab onto it" or something like "No, it's not goblins, it's ogres" or what?
I have a wit of 4, so I'm going to literally look
you're
over my shoulder.
concentrating on the pit. Fine. Okay.
No, I'm going to look over the shoulder and go, they aren't bloody goblins. That's right, Bakamono.
I'm a 17-year-old youth that hasn't seen any form of combat. They're goblins, mate.
We would have told you about our. We would have. I definitely would have been telling you about the exciting fights we got into on the road.
Anyway, come on, let's get on with it.
Yeah.
Yanagi, what are you doing?
Just scanning round at the moment, see if anybody's coming from any other direction.
Okay, Kyūryū's gone, Kinzo's gone, Fuhon'i's skidded to a halt going, Goblin! Taminaka is...
Just stay where he is.
he's protecting the priest, standing behind him.
So you all stand close together so I can protect you easier.
Thank you, Lord. The Ashigaru on their secondaries, no, they still can't see anything. Priest Teramune is concentrating on maintaining his dissolving of illusions. And Baka, Yanagi, Harumi! What are you doing, Harumi?
So I hear that there's these things coming. Do I actually see them?
No, you can only see up to the edge of the yellow. Because that's it. There is no mist whatsoever in the large yellow area. Unfortunately, unless you're 8 hexes away from these things outside the large yellow area, you can't see them. So, present moment, Akisui can see that one, and he has pointed at it to notify his men.
Yep.
But
Preparing to engage.
And Morinau has pointed out that one to his men.
Yeah, they're waiting to engage. But
Okay,
the enemy come to us so we can see them better.
Chikitada and Fusahisa will close up behind their lord.
I'm deliberately not standing inside this circle.
Okay,
that's
fine.
the point.
True, that's the
Don't
point.
want
Good point.
Don't want to hinder him in any way. Because he's
Good point. Okay, so we have a new round. And in the new round, the bad guys charge forward further. And there's an unfortunate consequence. 1 second. I'm about to reveal the unfortunate consequence.
The second
And
round.
more bits.
Oh yes, more things are going to appear from the GM layer.
Here we go, boys. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. I'm still in the pit.
You are indeed still in the pit.
Come on. Show yourselves if you're ready enough.
I'll be alright.
Missing one there. Because unfortunately, damn you. As they charge forward, they change from being
An
these
illusion.
large giant creatures.
Ah, the illusions failed. They're something. They're smaller than little whack-a-monas. Yeah!
They hit the priest barrier, don't they? And they suddenly
They hit the police barrier. As they hit the police barrier, unfortunately.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's cheating.
No, it was very effective. It did terrify the fuck out of me.
Did work, like, yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh dear.
Beautiful.
Well done, Dave. That's good.
Well done, Dave. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, they don't know that. As far as they're
I know,
concerned,
that's the best
they
thing.
still look like terrifying Bakimodo as they rush up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. They get up to there. They can't get any further than that because, unfortunately, they're not engaged with Baka because his Tetsubo is down in the hole. But they can't get any closer than that to Harumi.
I'm trying to figure out what my range would be with my what's it called? Doge. My
chain.
chain.
Same
My
as mine, I
chain.
think it is.
Well, how far out are you extending it and twirling it?
Well, I would naturally go for the longest distance of 4.
Okay, so that would be that would extend you out to a range of 12. So that would be 11, wouldn't it?
You may not want to use it at full extent because of people
Well,
getting in your way.
basically, you're going to be hitting Harumi as you swirl it around.
I assume I would know that, and I'd probably pull it into 3 then, where I'm stood.
Okey-doke. Fair enough. So that brings you down to 8. And that one has moved up to there. And that one is actually charging you. So he will go on 2. Basically, he's coming in
So
close.
wish I'd kept my bloody Tetsubo out. Squish these fuckers.
Okay, so that's as far as they get. So Baka has extended his Tetsubo down. You are already standing, Kinzo. You can grab his Tetsubo if you wish. Or you
No,
can help
I'm
Kyūryū up.
I'm going to take a bandage out of my pack. I'm going to stuff it in the hole in Kinzo. Sorry, in Kyūryū. I say,
Do you
hopefully that will do some good.
Ouch! Thank you, Kinzo. Ouch!
do you have a physician skill? Do you have physician skill?
No, I'm not trying to make a physician roll. I'm just stuffing a bandage in the hole.
Okay, fair enough. It stops the bleeding. You get 1 lethal better. Please
And then,
please roll another d20, Kinzo. So,
Annoying.
you stuff the bandage in the hole, which stops any further bleeding. You stuff it in one side of the hole. I don't think you're going to pull it all the way through and then kind of
Oh,
pull
no,
it
I
backwards
know,
and
I'm just trying
forwards.
to
No,
stop
you're staunching the blood, and then helping him up to grab the Tetsubo.
Well, unless he leaps out of the pit himself. Yeah.
Are you going to try leaping out of the pit, Kyūryū? I would
I'll
point out
accept
the
Kinzo's help to
perils
climb
of.
out.
Okay, fine. The perils of fumbling when leaping out of stake-lined pits. Okay, so you are helping Kyūryū, assisting Baka to lift Kyūryū out. Kyūryū, you please make a will saving throw. You are using your arms to hold on to this.
Oh, lovely.
You manage to suppress the pain and hold out as the stress of being your body weight hanging from your arms, wrenching the wound as Baka lifts you out. Okay,
I just do
basically
an overhead slam on that one behind me with Kyūryū and the Tetsubo. Joking.
in a word, no. Can I have a strength saving throw from Baka, please?
I bloody hope so.
This is assisted by Kinzo, so therefore there is some help.
That's good, because that's currently a fail by 2.
Okay, with Kinzo's assistance, he takes part of Kyūryū's weight until you can get him up to the edge of the hole. He can then grab onto your legs rather than the Tetsubo and haul himself out.
Thank you, boys.
So the turn ends with Kinzo on the ground at Baka's feet. Are you going to drop the Tetsubo back down for Kinzo? You got Kyūryū out, but he's currently prone.
Certainly.
So let's just put a snail on Kyūryū. Okay, so the Tetsubo is back down the hole. So that's taken care of you three. Fuhon'i, there is a goblin. You were right, weren't you? These are
Right all
goblins.
along, aye.
Baka was wrong.
It's the first time he's been right about something, actually.
Okay, you can twirl your little chain at this Bakemono as he rushes up.
I will go for a strike. Oh, that's rubbish.
Can I suggest that you change your
Yeah,
colour
that's-
on
Change the
I'll
colour of your
screen?
dice, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was looking at. It's pretty awful.
It's a bit hard to read that one.
Please click on the black square next to
There
your
we
name
go.
and change it. Ah, you have
Already done.
Well
Already
It's a
done.
bit hard to read
Well
that
done.
colour, aye.
Okay.
That mistake last night.
This
Oh,
guy is only AC 3, so did you hit him?
So, yes. Oh, AC3, you say?
Correct. You would need a BCS of 12 to hit him.
I have a BCS of 12.
Very good. In which case you have hit him. Please do your damage.
It's 1d6, isn't it?
Very nice, sir.
Oh,
It's a good start.
fair enough. Do you have any damage bonus or not?
No, sadly not.
That's a shame.
Is it not a bonus skill for you?
Need to get some training into this one. He's pretty puny.
If it's a bonus skill, I thought Badoka got to add their level to damage.
With a Temiwaza, yes. I'm not sure you get it.
Okay.
I am prepared to be proved wrong, but I don't
No,
believe
it's only a Temiwaza.
it's only a
Gotcha.
Temiwaza you get to add to your level to it, which is why so many Budoka use it. But
Yep.
nevertheless, 6 damage is certainly something he would rather not have taken.
No, that's good stuff. Proud of you, Fuhon'i. Well done.
Okay, the Ashigaru leader.
We're going to take a step forward and stab one of those goblins.
Very good.
I don't know if it's at long range, they can't strike back. 14, I don't know what his BCS is now.
Okay, BCS for the lead samurai. Let me just pull it up. It's... In actual fact, I can paste them into the system, I think. I don't know whether this will work, but I will try it. So, Morinau is level 2 Ashigaru. His BCS with his Yari is 17.
That including his bonus, I assume.
Yes.
I can hear somebody's speakers when the dice are rolling. Somebody needs to
Okay, so
put headphones on.
So,
yes,
that
that's
is,
a hit then, isn't it?
in that case, D10 plus 1 damage. Is it on the top or the bottom guy?
The top guy will do.
Come on.
Okay.
4. Yeah, 4.
4 points of damage. And
Nice.
that also goes for Akisue.
We
On the
will move
reds.
forward.
On the
Move
red.
forward. Put that guy in range and then stab him as well.
Chop them up.
Okay, you're minus 1 because of Fuhon'i.
If he's identical, then he's still hit.
Oh yes,
One
he's
back
also
to roll.
AC3.
So
Nice rolls, Nick. Let's get a big one. Come on.
take 6.
Ooh, he's
Take
taken
6.
12. Ooh,
Very
nasty.
nice.
Not nice. Hey, Kyūryū.
Kyūryū will get up from
Kyūryū
prone.
has spent his round being pulled up this round, if you remember.
That was that not last round. Now I get this round to get up from prone.
Ooh. This entire round, you are lifted out of the pit, grab Baka's sandaled ankles, and pull yourself to the ground.
It's
It
not
is an
last
entire round action. No, it's this round.
Okay.
Okie doke. Because it happened after the bad guys had moved. Because if the bad guys had moved up to attack Baka, he wouldn't have been able to do that very easily.
I believe you.
Of course you would. I'm the GM. I'm kind and
Handsome and benevolent. Of course, we went over this.
and I will benevolently allow your other 4 Ashigaru to take an action.
Let's go, boys.
Nagi's going to tell him to charge to him. Nagi himself is going to run up alongside Harumi.
Yes.
And there's nobody else in sight, is there? So we'll just move this way a bit. Waiting for some more to turn up. That's it. So we've got just that guy charging this turn.
Okay, fine. So it's Yanagi charging up, is he?
I can't recharge because I think it's too. I'm having to run past people, so I don't think it's really practical.
Ah, no, you can't. It has to be in a straight line.
Yeah.
So it's just Fusahisa who's charged.
Yep.
Okie doke. Baka has used his round up. Yanagi has used his round up. Kyūryū's used his. Kinzo's used his. Fuhon'i, your secondary action phase. You may take a swing again if you wish.
Let's go, freshman.
Is it half, isn't it?
Basically, you half your raw BCS and then add your level.
Yeah.
That would put you on a 7. Less their 3 armor class. Less another 1 because you are now have another party member in your. Sorry, less another 2 because you've got 2 party members in your zone of control now. Unless you can make a will saving throw to. Is it will or wit saving throw? I can't
Wit.
remember which.
Isn't it?
Wit saving throw.
Well,
Is it
That's
Will?
will saving throw.
Well,
Yeah,
so
yeah, will save.
Will to ignore them. Yes.
You don't
it's a
listen to
will
me.
saving throw. Okay, so if Fuhon'i makes a will saving throw, he can try and ignore or kind of overcome the distraction caused by the extra people in his area.
Why not? Let's try it.
Come on.
Roll a d20 for your will saving throw.
Will saving throw. That's a pass.
Well done.
How many
Wait.
effect numbers did you get?
So my. Sorry, did you say saving throw or?
Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
saving throw, yes.
I missed it by 1. Bugger.
In that case, sadly, you are -3 for his armor, -2 for Yanagi and Akisui being in your range. So you're net -5, which means that you have to roll 2 or better to hit him on your d20. Come on, roll a 20. Go on.
What usually happens is
You miss.
Yep.
Well, you've got a 1 in 10 chance of hitting him, and of which one, it would be 50% chance of critical, and a 1 in 20 chance of fumbling. Secondaries are quite dangerous.
Yeah.
Tamanaka will bravely protect the priest.
That's why I don't have secondaries. I just have 2 primaries.
The Ashigaru would have secondaries, so the ones that have secondaries are Akisue and Morinau.
Well, Morinau might as well try and stab this guy.
Okay. Well, given that he's second level, it's 15 halved, which is 8, plus 2 is 10,
That's a hit.
less 3
That's
is...
It's not a
Good.
hit. It's not a hit if it's
7.
armor class 3.
He's armor class
Look.
3,
Missed by
Okay.
one.
so just missed. But you can try for Akisue.
Okay, so it. Yeah, she keeps rolling 1 less. The red team keep rolling 1 less than the green
Exactly.
team.
Akisue can try and ignore Fuhon'i.
So it's not meets it, beats it.
No,
Yeah,
he
it's
doesn't
armor
manage to
class.
ignore Fuhon'i,
On the reds.
sadly.
Sorry, with
Uh,
armor class, is it not meets it, beats it?
Basically, if your BCS is their BCSs are
It's on
15, half is 8,
plus 2, 10.
plus 2 is 10, which means they need to roll a 7 to hit AC 3.
So
He
So
rolled
you're
an
not-
8, so he needed to roll an 8 against that back in 0-0. But because Fuhon'i's there, he needed to roll a 7.
Yeah, so
True.
this is-
Yeah, meets
No,
it.
No, that's missed because of the distraction.
yeah, true.
from
He would need to roll a
Fuhon'i.
6.
Uh,
He would need to roll a 7. He'd need to roll
Yeah.
a 6 against this one. So yeah, he
Yeah.
missed it by 1.
There's people getting in the way. of us.
Teramuni continues chanting, humming to himself. Baka's busy. Yanagi goes on 2, doesn't he? Oh no, he didn't charge.
They
but
ran up.
he ran up. Harumi, you have an action. This Bakemono didn't get close enough to hit you, unfortunately. But
Well,
Something
caught on
that
that.
They will do in a minute.
you can do something if you wish.
Oh, I will. And I point my finger at it, and out comes 2 dots.
2 dots.
and it dies.
What's your to hit AC 3? You would need a BCS of 16, I believe, and your BCS is currently
16.
Wouldn't you know? So that's 2 dots of water. Do they get to kind of roll wit saving throws or something to ignore them? Or hopefully, he said.
They
Probably
get
not. Let's see. Dots of water. They get a saving throw based on average of deftness and speed saving throws. So average of deftness and speed, which isn't great for that guy. So 2 saving throws. Come on, you can do it. 2 ones. No. Okay, fine. So you hit him with 2 darts. How much damage does it do?
D6 plus level
So 2d6 plus.
4.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Nice.
19. Get that,
Huh?
yeah.
No, no.
15.
15.
2d6 plus 4.
It's not plus 4 because he's level 2, so it's plus 4. I thought you were plus 4 per level. If it's not level 4, he's level 2, yeah.
No.
Yeah, 16.
That's my other character.
Harumi knocks out a Bakemono by herself.
Well done, Harumi.
Chiho? So, and at the end of the round, Fusahisa charges and gets to hit his Bakemono.
Come on.
That should do it.
That looks good.
That is a hit. D6 plus 1.
Yep. 6.
6 points of damage.
Come on.
Okay. And that is the end of that round. And we restart the round with the bad guys. Okay. The Bakemono attacking let's go down from the north. Both those guys move forward one. And they are in range at -1 to hit this guy, who is unfortunately in AC 4. 2 attempts to hit him.
Oh.
Oh.
It's not your lucky day, boys.
That makes up for Kyūryū's luck from earlier.
Oof.
I do
Throw
not
yourselves-
believe my dice.
What a
Throw yourselves
roll,
on my spear while I stand here.
That's as good as my luck roll. What a belter.
Okay. 2d20s for the critical fumble.
Oh.
A 1 and a 16. Well, the 1 looked like it was a fumble, but it was merely him ducking the swing, the wild swing from his mate, who'd swung hard and threw his weapon at the other Bakemono.
What weapons are
there
these
is
guys using?
a brief exchange in kind of angry Bakemono.
Love it.
What weapons are these guys using?
They're using clubs.
Oh, just little clubs.
Yes. But a club to the head is not to be sneezed at. So the lower Bakemono is now homeless, in a manner of speaking. Oh, for goodness sake. The Bakemono against Fusahisa will try to regain the honor of the bad guys. On a 9, he doesn't have any restrictions. He doesn't have any distractions now. Thank you, Harumi. He just hit.
They are armor class 5, aren't they, effectively?
Yes.
4 plus the level.
Damn, it's 4 plus 1. He hit AC 4, but he doesn't
That's a lot next
hit
time, Sonny.
AC 5.
I dodged it at the last minute.
Yes. Well, let's try and kill Fuhon'i, shall we? 10. What's your armor class, Fuhon'i?
It's 1.
Aha! We have you.
Oh,
It
Please
should be
take
at least 2.
Yeah,
Are
you're
you
one.
yeah, it should be at least 2.
Should I?
Add your, using a bonus weapon, you add your level to your armor class.
Oh, okay, sorry. So yes, I would be 2.
In that case, take 1 point of damage, nevertheless.
And I'm assuming it's lethal.
No, subdual. He's hitting you with a club.
Clubs, of course.
It's not even a spiked club, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just want to subdue their dinner, not cut it up.
Tenderize.
I hope it wasn't lethal. How badly have you
Honestly.
min-maxed your health?
4 attacks, 2 of which are fumbles, 1 of which hits and does 1 point of damage.
That's amazing.
Honestly. Right. Ashigaru leader. So the 2 leaders. So Morinao and Akisui may take.
Morinao will finish off his guy, hopefully. He's not armor class 3, isn't he? So that not.
He's
gonna
armor
be
class
enough.
3. That's a miss.
And
Kisue?
get through it. Yeah, it's just
Oh,
gonna
that's
make
a
it.
hit.
That is indeed.
Oh,
On the Reds.
is he dead? What a shame.
Oh, is that 1-1?
Yes.
Baka, that's one
That's
each.
1-1. I just kick him back into the pit.
Okay, Fuhon'i.
Yes.
Ha!
I
That's
am gonna.
annoying.
I'm gonna have another smack at the guy right in front of me.
Who's dead?
Oh, sorry.
It's all the same time. The spear comes in from the side and kills
Oh,
him.
yes, yes. Well, that would be a hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So you
'cause
do-
you're
Yep.
plus 11, aren't you?
So the spear and the chain simultaneously wipe this guy
Oh,
out.
nice.
Okay. Kinzo, are you grabbing hold of this Tetsubo?
Well, is it still there?
Yeah.
Baka did say he was putting it
Oh,
back
in that
down
case,
again.
I should grab hold of it. Yes.
Okey-doke. And Baka will lift you out. Which side are you lifting him, Baka? To your left or to your right?
Round
Given
to
what
this side.
Kyūryū just said. No, other side.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Luckily, my wit is not high enough.
Since Kyūryū is faster than you, he will probably be up and out of there before you can land Kinzo on him. Okay.
Where did these goblins come from?
I did
They
shout
changed
to you
from
that they were coming out of the mist. Did you not hear me?
Oh, I thought they were all back
Okay.
in there.
The Ashigaru! So, or the other 4 Ashigaru. So,
Must be,
what's
those
Chikitada
old
doing?
eyes.
Not a lot to do, is there really? We don't want to interfere with our leader, so we'll just keep an eye out.
Okay, Fusahisa can take action.
Let's plug this guy. That'll do nicely.
That's another hit.
Take 6.
Jeez! What's
Good
this
sharp sword,
guy
this one.
on? That was
Good
6.
sharp sword.
That's 11 in 2 hits. That's
Come
that's
on.
11 in 2 hits.
Quality weapons, mate. Quality weapons.
Yes.
And he
up-
hates Bakimono show.
Yeah, especially when they're right in my face and they smell horrible. Yeah.
Okay. Kyūryū, what are you doing this round?
Oh, I'm no longer
Standing up?
prone. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm getting out of prone.
Okay.
I did
Well,
that. No, I did that last round, didn't I?
No!
No, you got
Come
dragged
on
out of the
now.
pit.
Last round you got dragged out.
How many rounds is
I
that taking?
know you're keen, but your name isn't Fuhon'i.
You got to
Um,
remember, Oliver, these rounds take quite a long time to work out, even though
Yeah,
they
but
don't
they're only
take very
actually, I
long.
think they're only 6 seconds, aren't they, or something?
Okay.
Something like
So
that,
it's a primary action to stand up. So on your first primary, you can stand up. You can do something else on your next primary. So you are no longer prone. And you are observing all these Bakemono. And you don't know that they were originally something other. Baka is busy. Yanagi. Lost
sorry.
your
You're frustrated.
target.
You think you're
He's-
frustrated, Oliver? I've had 2 of them in the back for this entire time, and I've not been able to bloody hit them.
In that case, we'll just stay there and look see if there's any more popping out anywhere.
Okay.
Died.
You never know, you might have to chase down the other 2. They might turn and flee.
The Ashigaru secondaries. So Moro now on his secondary.
Yep.
I think he's confident enough to strike
Of course he
the
is. No problem. Yeah, told you. No problem.
For crying out loud.
Nice.
But big one. Take 7 there.
7. Okay. Righty ho. Akisue. What's he do?
Yep.
Oh no, he can't do anything. It's a secondary.
No, but I'm sorry, Fuhon'i can strike.
Bushido
can't he?
can, yes, but he doesn't.
He's
Right,
missed.
fine. Okay. Tamanaka's not doing anything. Fuhon'i hasn't got anything to do. Kinzo's busy. Kyūryū, your second primary. What are
So
you
I
doing?
can move and attack, can't I?
You
Go
can't
ahead, this
move
guy.
and attack because moving is a base option. If you have a look on the,
Can you not take a step and then strike?
Put Kyūryū back where he started.
if you have a look on the combat options sheet, closing to engage or walking or running is a basic option, which you can only do on your base action phase. On your primary action phases, you can alt position.
This
which
is a
you
primary
did.
action phase.
Yes, but it's
Back
not your
up one
base
more-
action.
Back up one more hex.
You can move up to 1 yard and take a combat option.
So that's a 1 hex.
Or you can exchange weapon. You can basically move 1 hex.
Can I
Step
re-
forward 1 hex.
Can I reach him with a kick from there?
Nope.
If you move forward 1 hex, yes, you can.
You might want to
No.
get your weapons
Oh, sorry.
out or whatever.
You were there. If you step to there, you can reach him with a kick.
Okay, I'm gonna go for that. Well, I've got that guy right here actually.
Yes, that's where I've just moved you.
I'll be a plus 10 on him. That's
he's
from
only
behind.
3. Yes, you do.
I think we're plus 10. That might still hit.
You've also
On
got
a
minus 2.
since it's a
I've not got the minus
you've
2
got-
because it's a kick.
you
No,
have
but-
you have
no,
minus
because
1.
Knights.
You have minus 1 for Baka. You don't get the minus for Kinzo because he's on the other side of Baka. And so if you're ignoring, if you're confused by Baka, you're not confused by Kinzo. So you get minus 1 for that. But that is, I think, still good enough because you've got
armor
a
class 3 if it's
ludicrously
only
high.
minus 1. I've got a 22 on a Timmy Waza. Okay, armor
So-
class 3.
Okay, he is armor class 3.
And what's the damage on a kick?
But you can't use your RX.
Just D6
D6
Plus your level.
plus the level. So 8 damage.
7.
8. I'm level 3.
Ah, true.
We've had some really good damage tonight.
You have indeed, and I've had some absolute. Yes,
Finally,
right.
I'm
You've
up
done
in
very
it
well.
again.
You've done very well.
This is just the first wave of Revel.
Yeah.
Just to see how tough we are.
Okay. Baka has been busy. The priest has been busy. Yanagi's been busy. Harumi. Harumi blows the smoke off her finger. Yes.
Yes. What's this guy looking like?
A goblin.
He's kind of looking like he's just thrown his weapon away.
Yes.
Oh.
We're going shit.
Narrowly missing the guy to the north.
Scully. Yes.
So
Okay,
I'll go
okay.
after his colleague since he has a weapon.
Oh, did I kill that one?
That one has died as a
You knocked him out.
The one that I
as a
hit.
as a consequence of what people have been doing. Harumi. I'm
Ooh.
not sure you.
That's in range.
It's in range, but I'm
It's
thinking about
awfully
your
close to
view
me.
of him.
Fight going in front of you, right in front of you. Well, was it?
Yes, Fuhon'i is right in front of you, so
And the other goblin's sort of in the way as well, isn't he? So
yes. So I'm going to need some wit rolls to see the far Bakemono.
it's the far back man is the one who's been stabbed by the spearman. So.
So
Easy.
please make a wit saving throw, Harumi, to see whether or not you were able to see the far one.
Oh, it rolled off the one.
Oh,
So
no.
close.
Lost that one.
No, I'm afraid you wouldn't have been able to see him. He'd ducked, if you remember, because somebody threw a club at his head.
That's true. So then I guess it would be this poor
There's
guy.
also dodging being stabbed by a spearman. He's moving around, but then he's still.
Okay, so there's a potential critical on that one. Oh dear. Is that a roll on the critical table?
It's just less power, isn't it?
Oh, true. Yeah,
And
it's just.
it's a freebie, isn't it?
Oh no, I personally allow them to roll on the critical table because it is actually a physical dart.
Okay, unless of course he saves against it. Let's see
well,
whether he
he could-
saves against it. Come on, you can.
Haha.
Not.
No.
Does he save against the other one? No, he doesn't. Okay, both darts hit. So please roll a d20.
No, a D10 to start with, Dave.
No, I'm looking on the critical fumble table. So it's a d10 first. My apologies. Yes. The d10 is an 8, which is a special effect. And the odd special effect was a 9, which is target stunned. He forfeits any available action phases remaining in that detailed turn, and the whole of the next detailed turn.
Oh, he's
Okay.
murdered.
So basically, next round he's
You got to roll 2d6 and add 4, of course.
2d6 dead 4.
Both 13.
He must be a gunner.
He's still there.
No, that is it. Rami, I think.
It's taken Harumi
hit-
quite a long time, but she's becoming quite good with
Because
this stuff.
I've hit him twice, so he must be a toughie.
Oh, I thought you were hitting the other one.
No, I mean the top one. It's the toughie.
Yeah, which one are you attacking?
He's
I'm
hitting,
attacking the top one. The bottom one is
Attack,
just that.
he's attacking that one.
The bottom one.
The one
target
at the
top.
bottom has just thrown his weapon away and been hit by 2 darts from Harumi, which have stunned him for the rest of this round, which is only segment. So he's dazed next round, which
See,
means he
that's
can't do
why
anything.
that's why he dropped his weapon.
When he dropped it, you could have did his golly. Hopefully can
He
finish
was
the battle.
bending over to try and pick his weapon up from where it had fallen when he got hit by. He's dazed, yes. Okay, new round.
Come on, then, bad guys. See what you've got.
Yeah, let's see what you have got now, bad guys.
There's only 2 of you left, isn't there? That we can see so far.
Someone's gonna
Bakemono
run
has
much.
turned his back on Morinau and looks as though he's about to run away.
Oh, well,
He's
that's
screaming something
Game over for you, so
in Bakemono.
There is attacks of opportunity in this game, isn't there?
Basically, he turns on his action phase,
Trying to do a
and
turn of 40.
midway between his action phase and action phase 2,
So
Which
it's not an
is-
attack of opportunity, but he starts turning. He doesn't get to run.
basically
until
on
rest of the
7, he's running away.
Yeah.
But up
Yep.
until 7, people can do things to him.
Yep.
Like stab him in the back with
And it
a
is in the
spear.
back. Yeah.
Okay, let's go for it.
And the other Bakemono would be doing exactly the same thing if he
Yes.
was able to.
Game over, I think. Hit him in the
Yes,
back.
that's got him.
Come on.
Roll your damage.
Oh,
True.
okay.
Let him off lightly this time.
Just a
Right.
wee
Well,
poke,
he's still standing there.
a little prod.
Just. Akisue can't do anything at the moment. He's just keeping out for other things
Yep.
coming in.
Looking for other enemies.
Fuhon'i!
I don't think there's much I can really do.
So,
There isn't.
Yeah.
The mist is swirling away, only 8 hexes away from you. What's lurking in it? Kinzo, you can stand up.
That's very kind of you, Mr.
Oh, no,
Kinzo.
sorry, no.
That's
So I'm sorry, this round you can't stand up because you've been lifted out this round. My apologies, that was it.
It was last.
No, that was last round.
Oh, sorry, my
That was
apologies.
definitely
In that
last
case,
round.
so what?
this
Yeah,
round,
well-
you can stand
So
up.
I should stand up and go, "Oh, them goblins."
Okay. Kyūryū, you have a full action.
Okay, so I can.
Are you going to
move
close
and
with that
attack
Bakemono to the north and
now.
kill
Yeah,
it?
close to there.
Okay.
Back close to there, because that's ideal reach for kicking, isn't it?
Yes. And you don't really want to use your arms at the moment, it's painful.
So close to there and attack.
Go for it.
I think an 11 probably hits him.
Okay, he's passive. You're +5.
It's in the
Plus
back.
another 5 for the flank.
A flank, okay.
And it doesn't really matter because with your minimum damage, he falls over.
Well, let's see what it looks like anyway. That's a pretty solid kick in the head, like.
Baka! Finally! You get to hit Kyūryū. Sorry. He's got his back to you. It was a mistake.
I can see this one because it went before me. Can I see this one turn to flee?
Yes.
Yes, you
In
just
that
mark his
case-
turn.
I would like to do a run to intercept. I guess a charge wouldn't.
You
Because
can't
he's gonna go-
charge him because Kyūryū's very helpfully in the way.
1, 2,
And more to the point, we
3,
don't know if there are any more
4.
pits.
5. I can run my full distance, can't I?
You can
10.
run up to twice your distance.
Just hope there's no pits.
I would like to go on one more.
Okay.
Actually,
you
one
are
less, look at what
blocking
the
his
trick-
escape route.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
are you unwielding your Tetsubo?
Well, no, because is that the tree trunk?
The brown is the tree trunk.
Yeah, so I'll stay here so I can hopefully hit him on the way past.
Okay. Yanagi.
Not much to do really, just looking around.
Okay, the Ashig. Oh, sorry. We now have
Since the
the
only
guy
person who's
running
injured has
away.
run off.
Now the problem is he's turning and fleeing,
It's
but
somebody-
he's
somebody there.
engaged with your Tetsubo. So he will have to run in that direction to get it to stay out.
Towards the dice wall.
Basically got to run in that direction, hasn't he?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Motherfucker.
Screaming something in Bakemono.
Wake up the rest of the village.
I
No,
believe
no
he's
catch.
disappeared into the mist. You can still hear him, but he's disappeared into the mist.
I'll
I'm not
catch him.
chasing him.
I will.
Either way,
I'm not running into the fog and there might be more pits about.
1, 2. Hang on a second.
I'll catch him.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, yeah, I'm also wearing armour,
okay.
so I don't want to be charging about in armour.
This measurement's
Okay,
not
but-
working properly.
On the wrong scale.
what are you trying to do?
Dumpty 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 dum.
About right, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 7 hexes, 6 hexes. Looks about right. Yeah, seems to be right. But counting it as 3-foot hexes.
Well, that says it's only 7.5 hexes according to this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 if you measure it manually.
7.7 if I measure it manually. Unless, hang on a second, I think I know what I've done wrong. Let me just change that.
So if you count the hexes, it is 9.
Uh, Good lord. If I change it from no snapping to snap to center, it goes up from 7 hexes to 9 hexes. Wow! Hadn't realised it made that much difference. Anyway, so he runs off. On a 5, the Ashigaru can't actually do very much because he's run
Yeah,
away.
just continue to be alert.
Hamanaka. Fuhon'i. Kinzo. Kyūryū.
I can run after him.
You can move 1 hex.
No, even though it's primary, I can't run, no.
It's a primary, but it's not
Primary.
your base action phase. On a
Base.
primary, you can move 1 hex and
You
do
just-
something.
You can just fight at full efficiency rather than in the secondary.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. So, and he's the only one still alive. Okay, I'm going to move one that
Oh,
way.
Yanagi will say loudly, anybody injured?
Baka and Kyūryū will kind of stifle their grins.
I'd like to throw one of the curses that, as best as mimic one of the curses that the last lot of Bakemono were shouting at us, and throw it after them as best as possible.
Okay. Make a wit saving throw.
Can I change weapons?
Yes, primary action you can change weapons here.
I'm just thinking he goes.
Baka shouts some sort of strange noise, which
So he's
is similar to what the
Sounds like
Bakemono is
he's
shouting.
sounds like he's copied
Spelled
up
by
from
four.
the blend.
the Bakemono's it's before me in the initiative, so I don't think there's any point changing to Shuriken and trying to chuck Shuriken.
Unless you really want to run into the fog and engage his mates, no.
I do want to fight his
Okay.
mates.
Not on your own all at once.
Should we reform up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Search these guys for a wind chime first.
I reckon the wind chime's going to be in a building, probably
It'll be
like
in
a
the temple,
giant.
isn't it? Or
So
what-
do I,
or whatever it is.
Imagine we
Priest-
didn't search them and one of them had it. We better
Priest
do a quick search.
Taramune will ask
Yes.
Baka what he was talking about.
You can.
I was trying to swear at him in as best as possible his own language.
No. You said something to Fuhon'i about they're not goblins.
Well, they weren't goblins until they came into when they came out of the fog. It must have been Scotch mist.
It's an optical illusion of making things look bigger.
No,
Okay.
it quite clearly stated that they were Obakimono.
It
And
did.
as they came out of the
Yeah, but-
fog, they changed to not being Omakoona.
Yeah, but no disrespect, back is not the
Strange
sharpest
magics
tool in
round
the
here.
kit, is he? He's not the sharpest tool in the toolbox. is he?
Anyway, I suggest that we heal up if we need it, get bandaged,
We need to get after them.
and then carry on moving.
Priest Taramune, he believes that. Would he be right in thinking Kyūryū needs some healing?
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to some healing.
Any of these Bakemono actually still alive?
Yes, I believe one of them just got knocked out.
Do we want to do anything with them, or shall I finish him off?
I don't think we have a use for them. Unless you think you can get them to tell us about.
I can't speak Bakemono.
Nah,
so.
we can't
Yeah,
speak back
exactly.
Just finish them off.
Okay.
I think I've proven I can't.
I thought you were just
Okay.
clearing your throat.
Do you wish that wound healing? Bandaging it isn't going to help.
And you might want to worry what Bakemono poop does to you, because they probably smeared it all over that sharp point as well.
Yep, good point.
Obviously not. Right.
If you'd be so good as to heal Kyūryū up, please.
Okay. His first attempt fails. His second attempt succeeds. 4.
Oh,
You
You
did
got
roll
saved-
3 1s, didn't you?
Looks like Kyūryū's cursed today.
Wow. Was that
How
lethal I
much
get
damage
back?
had you yes, how much damage had you taken?
5 and 4, but I got 1 back, so 4 and 4.
Okay, well you've got 2 better.
2 lethal better.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I will thank him.
oh,
No, he doesn't think the Buddhas are smiling. It may be something that you can learn something from it. He puts forward as a theory.
Maybe.
Maybe he's not pious enough.
sorry to pick on your slip, but I'm not surprised the Shinto priest is not doing good healing if he's calling on the Buddhas.
Sorry, true. Yes, true.
That might be
But-
his first mistake.
But he
Yeah, maybe
thinks
I
Yeah,
should
bit of a
retry.
schoolboy error, that
he
one.
thinks, looking at the wound, that the kami were probably protecting you. Because if he had healed up that wound, the stuff in the wound would probably have been still inside. There was something on that stick that penetrated you.
Ah, poison. Sounds about right for Bakemono.
No.
It's
It does look like poison.
it's
Yes, it's
yeah.
yeah.
Excrement.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Great stuff.
And you'll be pleased to know both Kyūryū and Kinzo kept failing their wit saving throws to spot this on the spike and in the wound.
Ah, that's okay. I'll get it cleaned up.
Okay, the wound is still open, so therefore you can actually, if anybody has physician skill,
Yeah,
they can
Yanagi's
actually.
Yanagi's
Yanagi
a
does.
physician.
You need to do a successful physician roll to try and get that excrement out of the wound before
Clean the
it's
shit off my wound, mate.
infected.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that makes it because he's pretty damn good. Where are we? Physician. Yeah, he's on 15. So that makes it.
Made it by 1. Okay,
Yep.
fine. That is enough. So you spend about 5 minutes while Yanagi carefully pushes a bandage through from front to back and pours some water on it, and probably needs some more will saving throws as he moves it backwards and forwards, cleaning all sides of the wounds.
No, I don't need a saving throw on top of snails.
Let me just pour some iodine in that.
That's some body horror, that's grisly.
Yeah, back on this
Yes.
one. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay. Unfortunately, the priest believes that he cannot heal it any further. It will have to heal naturally.
I thank him for what he's done.
Okay. You are still at -2 on your BCS because it's a nasty, shocking wound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're certainly going to know we're coming now.
Yes.
Yeah, they've had what, 5 minutes? Did you say?
Yeah.
Priest Terramune asks whether he should continue. He pauses the chant, then asks whether he should continue the chant all the way in, or stop now and start up
I think
again at a
stop
later
now.
stage.
Just give yourself a break.
Yeah.
Oh. He relaxes, and the mists close in, and you can only see 8 hexes away.
But we can still
Very
hear.
good.
Still here further than that.
Oh, congratulations on dealing with 4 of the 5 Bakemono show who were pretending to be Bakemono. Right, you. Pardon?
Sneaky bastard.
It wasn't me. It was the monster.
Yeah, right.
Okay. You proceed down the slope in towards the center of the valley. Can I have a roll a d20 for the peasant, and if Kyūryū's at the front again, a d20 from him.
Sure.
Very nice.
That's a 3 for the peasant.
And a 7 for
Aha.
Kyūryū.
The peasant stops and puts his foot down slightly harder. Kyūryū-san, the ground is getting boggy.
Okay, stop, everyone.
But Kyūryū-san, it's still sloping downwards. It's not a bog yet, son. If you push your foot down, you can feel it's slightly muddy on the surface.
So we just need to take care then. Okay. everyone.
Yes, but San. Bogs, marshes, and swamps tend to be level. This
on flat ground.
ground
Bottom of
is
hills.
still
Bottom of
sloping.
hills, up at the top.
It's going to be some magic like the fog.
Yeah. Do you reckon actually the priest was doing us a favor by getting rid of these illusions?
Yeah, maybe pop the
Yeah,
illusion blocker back up because of this. This might be a thing as well.
Okay. Priest. Teremune will start chanting quietly into the kami, and the mists roll back to the full extent of his reign, and he steps forward so that the uncovered area is where the tracker and Kyūryū are, and the ground is still giving slightly. It is not an illusion.
Just need
Does
to
it
be
smell?
careful.
Does it smell like bog water, or does it smell of any other?
Well, it just feels. I just felt the ground give slightly under my foot, son, and
The same way that our mate felt the ground go under his foot.
he smiles politely and ignores your attempt to bring shame upon the leader of your party. Not that I've
Is the
ever
ground-
noticed Kyūryū showing any shame.
Is the ground actually undergrowth, or is it gravel or something? Or what?
I don't know. It is the same
Oh,
wood
undergrowth, yeah.
that you've been going through. It's very unusual for it to feel. You know, if this is a wooded hillside, normally they drain a lot of the moisture away from the surface. Unless
Yeah.
there's been an awful lot of rain. And there hasn't really been an awful lot of rain. Yes, probably magic. Says one of the Ashigaru.
I'm not sure there's anything we can do about it anyway, is there?
No, but
I'm going to suggest, says Kinzo, that we spread out and see if we can find a drier path through this stuff.
okay.
That's the it's a good idea. There may be a path that they used.
No, the tracks you're following
Right.
are leading down
Going
through
the muddy
this.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but still spread out and see if we can find an
Yeah.
edge to it. It's not as wet.
Still a good idea.
Okay. It is. If you kind of walk along and test the ground, it does appear to be a slightly curved edge as you're going around the. So.
Right.
As it's probably that there's real marsh or something in the middle, and it's just gradually getting less and less marshy as you head away.
And we can't see very far, can we? So,
No, and you don't really want to go too far away from each other. I mean,
Yeah.
10 hectares either side of Teremune, there is no fog. Beyond that, you've got this limit of 8 hectares.
Well, if the tracks go into it, then we will have to enter, but we'll be cautious about it, prodding in front of us, just in case there's some sinkholes or other things.
And
Okay.
the shrine that we're walking towards, we know that it's been desecrated. Did we ever get a name for it? I'm wondering if there's a
no-
spirit that might be linked to it.
Oh no,
Well- No, it's a legend. You know,
Okay.
centuries ago there was a shrine there, and there was some terrible act of desecration, and nobody's gone there since. Well, those who have gone there have not come back, or they've come back with terrible tales, or it's that sort of legend.
Yeah.
Nobody's quite sure what's there.
Nothing we can
I mean,
work with.
Places of legend in Nippon are generally famous. Some are nationally famous, some are locally famous, some are legendary for good reasons, and you've come across a couple of those in the party in the past. Some of them are legendary for bad reasons. some of the locations known. So the Hill of Daitakuga is a legendary place that is known, and it's very much a bad place. The Valley of the Thousand Autumns is a legendary place that is nationally known, but nobody knew where it was, in theory. The Emperor's... Was it the Emperor's Orchard or the Emperor's Cherry Garden? I can't remember which it was.
Emperor's Orchard, I think.
The Emperor's Grove,
that's
that
it,
was
yeah.
it. Is a nationally known place of legend. It's a grove planted by a past emperor, which, when the cherry blossoms bloom, is a place of pilgrimage for people to go and stare in awe, and occasionally things happen. I think it was the Dancing Waters you visited as well. Some of these places are good, some of them are bad. This is a not nationally known, but it's the sort of thing that there's a fairy tale about it. You know, there is this desecrated shrine, and it actually happens to be here. And who knows? You may find the truth in the fairy tale.
Or we may become another fairy tale.
Oh, you know, the real fairy tales tend to be a bit on the nasty side, don't they? The grim fairy tales. Very good. Once upon a time, shall we say. You proceed down the slope. The ground is definitely starting to squish as you put your feet down. You are
I'm using my
moving.
tetsubo like a walking stick to prod the ground in front of me, looking for traps and keeping balance.
Okay. Would you care to set yourselves up? I will put Priest Terramune's area up again.
In that direction.
You're still heading towards the left of the screen. Let me move the Bakemono.
Can you bring back down here?
Are we not concerned that that Bakemono is going to come back into our rear garden, bringing his friends?
You mean the nearly dead Bakemono that ran away?
To his friends, who then come to defend his honor.
I'm not scared. Are you scared?
No, I
I'm
think
just
he
telling
was
you
just in the
that.
back of our ranged units.
I'm just telling you, is it something we should be thinking about?
Well, if you want to guard the back of the... You were guarding the back anyway with Yanagi, so if they hit us in the
I
back,
will
it'll be
keep-
you that's got the answer for it.
I will keep an eye out for them then.
Good man.
Back up a little bit. Okay, you are venturing down the hillside.
A bit closer together.
But that way, then.
I got quite so spread out.
Ahead, you hear a voice calling, "Help! Help!" Wit saving throws from everybody in the party. And you can also roll for Priest Terramune.
Oh, that's going to fail a wit.
Is it a Yakuza voice I recognise?
You know that merchant that Kinzo's got a blood feud with?
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, what the hell was
Right,
that?
that's me.
Yanagi,
Somebody did slash R1d20, but unfortunately I typed 61.
Did he
That's
type
meant to do 6, not 61.
61 D20. 320
No,
is
that's
only one
flurry
more.
of blows.
Baka, that's the sound of the merchants that you were chasing.
Oh, yes.
Well, 3 of the Ashigaru made their rolls anyway. So.
Right, Kinzo made it by
But
2,
the Ashi,
and
yeah,
the
you recognise
priest-
it as well, Kinzo. And the
That's
priest
right.
recognises it too, because he was there when you were talking with the merchant. But the Ashigaru weren't, and therefore can't recognise it.
Right. Okay.
It's
But
blood
you
feud
do
time.
recognise that it is the voice of the merchant of the trio that you were following.
Superb. Let's get after him.
Let's go find out what's wrong with him then.
Okay. You venture down into the swampy area. So that is your movement, is it? That's the way you're moving at the moment?
If we're still going this way, yeah.
You're heading from right to left.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Oh,
you're
so we
happy
do have
with-
a bit. Hold on, guys. We've got an archer up here that's kind of stuck out of the way a bit.
No, they're fine. We've got 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. Me and you and Kinzo in the front.
Okay.
That's fine.
I will
like that.
copy that formation and move you to another map when I have it set up. Okay. I did have your tokens there already, thinking that you might end up there straight away, but no. You had to go and find the sentry, didn't you?
Yeah. You're sleeping as well. What a roll.
Yeah, my rolls have not been very good for the bad guys so far.
Oh.
I'll
Your
just have
rolls
to
haven't been
make
good
up
for the
for
priest
it.
either.
What?
Your rolls for
What?
the priest haven't been any good either.
No.
Just-
That was a consequence of the 3 wands that Kyūryū had rolled earlier. Of course it was a consequence of that. What else could you think? Righty-ho. Let us... put
When you have those days, and you just give the dice to someone else. Just roll for me. I can't take any more.
Right. So let us put these in place. Dee-dum. Oh god. Let's get this right. Right, so let us arrange the slots. They are aware you are coming.
Did they bake a cake?
Is it a chocolate cake?
Oh, pardon me. Frognafrotna. The system's misbehaving. Okie doke. So let's move you on because you have actually got closer. Please roll a d20 for your tracker.
Nine.
Okay. So he gets a little bit further. So let's just draw that out. Right. So that is that, which changes to that. And that is okay, so move that to the map layer. And that to the map. And then move you all to this. Tamanaka stops and tells Kyūryū, I think I'm in mud now. What do I want to do? The ground's now muddy.
I mean, I can't change the weather.
And this is definitely the path that we're supposed to be following. It's an obvious path.
Yes, yes. It's coming down here.
So we follow it.
Seems really dumb, doesn't it?
I think we have to just proceed with caution. We're gonna have to. There's no point turning back now.
So it's middle of the day. We've got the fog, but we after
Fog
the
is
10,
outside the 10.
we can see nothing at all.
You can see 8. You can see 8 hexes into the fog.
But at the edge of the fog, we see nothing. It's that thick.
It's basically things get further and further obscured as you go out to the 8 hexes. Let me increase that. So if I just alter this and put up that and say that's radius 8 hexes, another 24, so that would be 54. So basically you can't see anything beyond 54 feet.
What gradient of the hell is it? So obviously I don't want to march into a death trap if it's slippy mud, but we still need to get after them.
Okay. He will advance a little bit further. You will duly follow.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, in appearing out of the mists, what appears to be the foundations of what used to be a shrine. As I move you to another map.
Ooh.
And I will move these forward because coming out of the mist towards you You can make appearing out of the mists a number of figures.
See,
And you can hear piteous wailings from a merchant or a
a
yakuza
scumbag.
who appears to be, in that direction in the mists. But you can make out an obakemono at the limit of your.
Yeah.
Will probably turn
See,
into,
told you there's no Bakamono.
You'll probably turn into. Oh no, it's not a no Bakemono.
By my count, that's 12 Bakemono and 5 Obakemono. We've got 6 Ashigaru with us. I fancy those odds, boys. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
I don't know about
Well-
easy peasy, but certainly I fancy the odds.
Like you said, we're not leaving here without him.
Nope. We came for that wind chime.
Okay. I think, to be honest, this is probably a good time to pause
Yeah, nice
until
cliffhanger
2
for
weeks'
it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a combat.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
David. That was awesome. I'm looking forward to the second part of that.
Yes. It's not just the Bakemono show and the Obakemono that you need to worry about.
Giddy.
There's a merchant himself. Obviously, he's tricking you into coming
It's
to
a
get him.
treacherous
But
slime bag. We're going to deal with him in 2 weeks' time. Thanks very much,
Alright.
David.
okay.
Possibly some kind of nasty kami as well, or spirit or something.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Hopefully we
Right.
can
Thank you
clear
very
the
much,
shrine.
gentlemen. I'll see you all in 2 weeks, eh?
Yeah.
Right.
See you in
Cheers,
2 weeks.
mate.
Indeed.
You
Have
do
a
it.
great
Cheers,
time.
guys.
Thanks.